The time is 2:23 p.m. The 26th of September, year 2024. God guides me to tell the good guys in the military. I hope you all knew it. Maybe. Why do I say maybe? Well, you just heard the dramatic ending of the last video. I like to go out with there's a term I learned in English 102, English 102 in college, but I can't recall it. It's when you have a really dramatic ending to a piece of literature. That's my freaking MO. I know, I'm sorry. I get so caught up, and then it's a big, there's a term, and then I turn the camera off. I like to go out with a bash. But these are the good guys that have been with me for 7 years, and they've been hearing the dramatic endings. But we've been going through this blood, sweat, and tears together. This is my family who I'm talking about. And they have to keep it together. And this is the gals too, but the gals are a lot like boys. Oh, it's true, they have a little bit different biochemistry than me. Although they're female, it makes them a little bit more like boy. You can explain this on science. It can be all put out in a lab sheet. They have different biochemistry. It makes them more like boy. It's facts. Oh, I don't have to get so upset. It's only in the United States that they argue scientific and biological fact. God, it's horrible here. Look at their cops. Oh, God. Okay. Anyways, I don't need to tell the good guys and a lie. The good guys in my family are U.S. But these guys for 7 years, and gals, have been they don't try, but they have to try. There's times it's hard because they're in combat, dude. They're trained career military. It's not just a couple years in a tour of duty. This is their lives. Do you know how skilled the people are I'm talking about? The best in the biz is what I'm talking about. All right. So it's not as hard for them with my dramatic endings as it would be for your average person, or a woman gets really wrapped up in the big dramatic ending. You know, it's why women cry at movies. It's a true example. If I did movies like that, I'd have all the ladies crying at the end. Yeah. They'd be clapping at the end of my movies. But they've been with me through this. So all the dramatic endings I had to my testimonies or just my thoughts I shared on the internet because of the struggles, the blood, sweat, and tears that we were all going through and still are going through. They keep it together. But what I'm trying to say, thank you for bearing with me, is they have a different biochemistry. Plus they're career military. And this really speaks volumes. It's not just words. So the dramatic endings to the atrocities that their enemy is committing to women, children, and civilian men. The dramatic ending that I vocalize and have told a million times stories about these things, many things over the course of 7 years. These guys in the special ops or different departments in the military and gals, they keep it together. They're not crying at the end of the movie type of an example. But you're not going to be able to tell a human being that they don't have emotions over watching atrocities. And they're not just happening to me. I want the world to remember, and I know I'm talking to the special ops and the good military because there is something I want to say at the end of this. But I want the world to remember when the United States hospital staff had a flurry and a slurry of the most grotesque dance troops, TROOP, dancing, rehearsed dance moves outside of a hospital of mass death where thousands of people were groaning and dying in their hallways from COVID. At that time, I was very clear on how seriously sick and frightening and alarming this had become in America. Oh, you can look it up, but a lot of it was deleted off Twitter. I put my hands in the air until I can regain those historical documents that I wrote. Yeah, everybody has a role they play in history. That's some of mine. I documented it, but I'll never forget it, and neither will anyone around the world. How scary and revolting that was to see hospital staff shaking their little booty and their hips, moving their little feet in a two-step, flinging their hair, flapping their hands, twirling around for minutes long to a whole entire dance, like rave song. This is unconscionable, unimaginable. People in hospitals dancing. You have the time to dance with the horror and the end of life that COVID causes? Millions of people died here, over 1 million people, and these scumbags in our hospitals danced for at least 6 months of it, shaking their little hips, doing the two-step, and filming themselves, and then what the F? This they gave to me in America. Thank you for that historical evidence as to why what happens to this country happens. God, I pray I live to see that day. You're too sick in America to be walking the sidewalks. We've known that a long time. There ain't gonna be no more dancing at your hospitals ever again. Okay, and to my brothers and sisters in the special ops and departments within the good military, I am guided by God to say this, no matter how hopeless I feel. Every one of you are invited to my wedding. It's not my wedding, it's our wedding. I am to say this is cool, I can say it. The wedding's really big, obviously. And every one of you are coming to the reception. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to plan it. I've known this. This isn't just something I'm thinking just now on the clock. No, I've known this quite a while. But it's really cool I can say it. Every one of you are coming. So I got to get a big, well, it's not me, I know. But I'm planning it. I want to be active in planning my wedding. It's my first wedding, and I'm not planning to get divorced. No. It's a really big deal. So I'm going to plan the dinner. There'll be chicken or fish. I'm going to have this set. Yeah, you can count on that. Really fresh food. I'm so excited to plan the wedding. And I'm not supposed to get too off the beat here. I'm at 9 minutes. But every one of you are coming. This wedding's a really big event. It has to be. Everybody's got to come. And everybody's got to go to the reception. I can't wait to find the photographer. I'm supposed to mention that. Yeah, no, this is the real deal. The fact that this has been stalled and prevented by the most evil humans is really hard for me. I get really heartbroken, hopeless, and every day I'm poisoned. It's terrible. I sound horrible. Yeah, I'm okay, but they just keep poisoning me. And then coming and putting metal cuffs on my wrist and dragging me to squad cars. They're never going to separate me and you know who. The wedding's a massively big deal, okay? They can't stand against two people who love each other in the eyes of God. God put me and you know who through the fire. It is sad, but I don't want to sit in the sadness. I want to plan the wedding. Do you see what I'm saying? We're going to make it. If he's telling me to plan the wedding, well, I've been planning the wedding. I just can't tell you how long on the internet. I'm not planning like in here, totally planning, but I can't describe it all. We're going to get abstract if I try to make that clear what I mean. But I am to say every one of you are coming. It's a huge event. So plan for it. You'll have the invites. You'll be able to schedule. We're all reasonable adults. And it's going to be really cool. And I'm really looking forward to the wedding reception. And so because I'm in the terror cell, I know I got to probably get off the video. But I am to say that. And everybody just hang in there. Okay, bye.